Okay.
Good morning, children. Welcome to the online classes for the 9th standard social science. So this is the 7th period. In this 7th period, we are going to study the third unit related to the history. So in this unit, we are going to see the medieval India in the political transition. Already we have discussed some point related to this chapter in the last classes. So in the last classes, we have seen that related to the Qutbuddin Aibak, or he is the founder, going to be called as the which dynasty? Ghulam dynasty. Ghulam dynasty. So, by Ghulam means slaves. So, according to this dynasty, we have seen that now the slaves of the Ghazni, the slaves of the Ghori were considered as the founder for the Sultan dynasty in the Delhi. So, among that, first dynasty developed by the Qutbuddin Aibak, and he has ruled for the Delhi with the support of the slaves belongs to the Turk who are living in the India. So that we have seen in the earlier part, and we have studied about the Qutub Minar. So you may have got the idea what is the height of Qutub Minar, which is projected in India, which was not completed by the Qutbuddin Aibak, but it was completed by the next person after the Qutbuddin Aibak. The height of this Qutub Minar, we are going to see that is 225 feet height with a delicate curvings. We are going to see which was curved in and having the 5 floors, 5 divisions in this Qutub Minar. You can see the photo given on page number 14 of your textbook. But after the Qutbuddin Aibak, we are going to see the next person by the name Iltutmish. So Iltutmish is called as the successor of Qutbuddin Aibak. But before going to know the rule of Iltutmish, we must have the idea who was the Iltutmish. Belongs to which family? So actually this Iltutmish belonged to the Ilbarni family, and he was also called as the slave of Qutbuddin. He was called as the slave of Qutbuddin, and he belongs to the which family? Ilbarni family. This is also family belongs to the Turk or the Arab. And he was one of the administrators who the Iltutmish earlier, he was the administrator for the Gwalior, become as the successor of the Qutbuddin Aibak. Earlier he was working as the administrator under the control of Qutbuddin Aibak, but after the decline of the Qutbuddin Aibak, he followed to handle the Sultan of Delhi, and he became the Sultan for the Delhi after the Qutbuddin Aibak. But the people who belongs to this area under the rule of this Iltutmish, they were not satisfied. Who? The Ghaznese king, the Ghaznese king Tajuddin, Eldors, and Sindh region Nasruddin Qabacha could not tolerate the sultanship followed by the Iltutmish. The ascendants of the Iltutmish as the Sultan revolted against him. The Iltutmish was fighting against these people, the Qabacha and the Eldors. This was not tolerated by these people, which was Iltutmish fighting with them. And these people got defeat from the Iltutmish. So Iltutmish defeated them and then conquered the places like Rana Kambur, Mandora, Gwalior, Vilsop, Ajmer, Banaras and Kannauj, which was under the Sindh region. So these places were occupied by the Iltutmish when he was started his rule after the Qutbuddin Aibak. So first important place was Rana Sambol. Rana Sambol. So these are some important places were occupied by this person Iltutmish and started the rule. Now that time Mongolians also coming toward the India. They are reaching toward the India. Who the people belongs to? Mongolia. These people also coming to invade India. Mongolians. Now the Mongolians invaded India for the first time under the leadership of the Genghis Khan. So when Iltutmish was ruling this area, so one of the leaders belongs to the Mongolian side by the name Genghis Khan. They invaded India first time. So the next point is Ghiyasuddin Balban. After the Razia Sultana, we are going to see the next person who was succeeded by the Razia Sultana was Ghiyasuddin Muhammad. So this Ghiyasuddin Balban belongs to which category? How he become the Sultan for the Delhi? So Balban was also considered as the one of the slave of Iltutmish. At the time of when Iltutmish was ruling, that time he was the slave under the control of Iltutmish and had been a part of Turkish slave. He belonged to the group of Turkish people. In that, he was the one of the person belonged to this Turkish group. He became the slave for the Iltutmish due to his loyalty, due to his intelligence, due to his loyalty and intelligence and good qualities in the Balban. He, in the time of Razia Sultana, he became one of the superintendent or one of the officer. That officer is going to be called as in this period was by the name Amir-e-Sikar. Amir-e-Sikar means one of the superintendent under the control of Razia Sultana. Here the superintendent under the Razia Sultana, the Turkish Sardars supported him. The people, the Sardars who were in the administration of the Iltutmish and the same administration in the Razia Sultana, these officers have supported to this Balban during the political unrest emerged after the death of the Razia Sultana. So after the death, there was a disturbance to become the Sultan for the Delhi. That time the Sardars have helped this person, and Ghiyasuddin Balban, who was the superintendent, he became the Sultan for this dynasty. And after becoming the Sultan for the Delhi dynasty, Balban has controlled the misrule of the disobedience of the Sardars who have supported the disobedient. There was no obedience among the Turkish. There was no unity among the Sardars. That misrule was controlled by the Balban, which was going in the administration, and he also destroyed the Turkish Sardars' evil group. This was the evil group which was supported to become the Sultan. That evil group itself was destroyed by the Balban when he became the Sultan for the Delhi. And he also started to make attack toward the Mongolians. Toward the Mongolians, you know, the Mongolians were arrived in India. Now they want to rule in India. So these Mongolians were made attack by the Balban, and he was maintain the peace order in the kingdom. He was started to develop the peace and order in the kingdom. That time he was started to get the new implementation in the kingdom. He was declared. So he implemented the various educators and initiated the various traditions in his court. There was a lot of new technology was started. New techniques were followed, new skills were followed, new variety of traditional culture was again restarted in the period of Balban. That time he wore the Persian style of coat or the Persian style of dress used by the Balban, and he declared himself as the representative for the God and enforced that absolute monarchy. So now himself is thinking that I am only the God for these citizens. This public belongs to my kingdom. That type of thinking was developed in this Balban when he became the Sultan for the Delhi dynasty. Now he rebuilt his army with the support of the military able generals. He started to get the development or the skill development. New type of skills were developed among the armies with the help of army generals, and he rebuilt, and in order to repel the Mongolians attack, he built forts along the border of the India. So that time to take or to get the control of the Mongolians invasion toward the India, he has started to build the borders for his kingdom. That type of changes was made by the Balban when he was ruled, because that time Mongolians are coming from the eastern part of Asia toward the India. So due to the many attacks made by the Mongolians, he was to get the control. For that control, he started to build the borders for his kingdom. That was with the efficient administrators, the Balbuddin or the Balbuddin was succeeded by the Kaika War. The place Kaika War was came under him. He was lastly murdered by his officer itself. His officers itself, or his officer itself by the name Wazir. So present day we are going to call it the minister belongs to his dynasty, minister belongs to his kingdom, himself was murdered to this person. With this, the slave dynasty, the Ghulam dynasty came to be an end with this Balbuddin. By the end of the Balbuddin, we are going to see there was a new development of the dynasty was arise to rule for the Delhi. That dynasty name is going to be called as the Khilji dynasty. Now, this is the next one is the new dynasty arise with the end of the slave dynasty in the 1290, and it was ruled for the 1320. So their dynasty name was Khilji dynasty. So this dynasty was ruled for the 30 years in India. Only this single dynasty was ruled for the 30 years. But the actual founder of this Khilji dynasty was going to be called as the Jalaluddin, who is the founder for the Khilji dynasty. And this man was going to be called as one of the person belongs to the merciless. He was showing the mercy toward the common people. He was a soft-spoken person. He was having the good relations with the common people. As a result, his Sardars are going to call as the lieutenants have become strong and plotted to kill him. Due to the merciless, due to the soft-spoken person, they thought that he has to be murdered. Then they want to become the Sultan for this dynasty. So that time, as a result, later Alauddin killed the person who belongs to his administrator by the name Alauddin has killed this Jalaluddin, and by this way the Alauddin became the Sultan for the Delhi. By knowing the softness, he was murdered. He was killed by this Alauddin, and the Alauddin Khilji became the Sultan for the Delhi. That is Alauddin Khilji. He became the sultans for the dynasty by killing the Jalaluddin, and he was working as the lieutenant under the control of Jalaluddin. Now, this person was actually grave. He was developed under the person of Jalaluddin itself. This person, at the time of early age, he was supported by the Jalaluddin, but this person only killed by this grave person. So this grave up under the protection of Jalaluddin during his childhood days, he was a good warrior who this Alauddin was going to be called as the good warrior, and he was served as the governor and also as the military general for the Jalaluddin. And as a military general, he was invaded the many places under the control of Jalaluddin. The places like Malwa, Bilwa and Devgiri, and also plundered a lot of wealth belongs to the different kingdom brought toward the Jalaluddin's kingship. He killed his guiders and the mentor Jalaluddin. So lastly what happened, by doing this type of work, at the last end he was killed to his supporter, the guider, the mentor Jalaluddin, and he became the sultan for the Delhi dynasty. Now Alauddin thought that attack of Mongolians. Now he wanted to make attack toward he wanted to stop the attacks of the Mongolians toward the Delhi. He defeated the Rajput king Karnadeva II of Veghala dynasty and Himiradeva of Rana Thumbar of this Bhimsen of Chittor. Apart from this, he was also conquered the places like Malwa, Jalore, Bundi, Mandor and the towns. So the part belongs to the Rajput side, totally attacked by this Alauddin Khilji when he became the king for Delhi Sultan. So many attacks were made. One side he was getting control toward the Mongolians who are making attack toward this dynasty, but the honor of successful completion of the southern Indian invention goes to be the general person belongs to this Alauddin Khilji by the name Malik Kafur. Who is the general for this person? Malik Kafur was the general person who was a person to get the success to the Alauddin Khilji's dynasty. That time, during this time, he had invaded toward the Devgiri of Warangal and Dwarasamudra and Madurai and become the responsible for the destructions. So after getting attacked toward the southern part of India, towards the Devgiri, towards the Warangal, towards the Dwarasamudra, towards the Madurai, he started the destruction in this area. He destroyed the area. He did not integrate the conquered state into his state, but simply plundered them. The aim of this person, Malik Kafur's aim was just he want to plunder the area. He want to take the wealth of all these places, but he don't want to attack. He don't want to attach this state toward the Delhi Sultans. So Dwarasamudra was plundered by him, Madurai was plundered, and Warangal was plundered, Devgiri was plundered. Totally the wealth was taken from these places and went toward the Delhi by making loot toward this area. After him, his third son, Qutbuddin Mubarak. Qutbuddin Mubarak ruled for 4 years. Ruled for 4 years and was murdered by his soldiers by the name Khujro. So after Qutbuddin Alauddin Khilji, we are going to see the next person who came to the power by the name Qutbuddin Mubarak, and he was only ruled for the 4 years. It means totally they are ruled for the 30 years. Among the 30 years, the 4 years were ruled by the Qutbuddin Mubarak, and later it was killed by the Khujro. He was the soldier belongs to this dynasty. That time Ghazi Malik, it means Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. By the name Ghazi Malik, his actual name was Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, murdered Khujro and established a new dynasty by the name Tughlaq dynasty. Actually, this Khujro was killed by his son, and the Khujro was killed by the Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. So, present day in our history we are going to call as the Muhammad bin Tughlaq. This Muhammad bin Tughlaq was murdered to the Khujro, and automatically the Delhi Sultanate or the Delhi Sultan rule came under the control of this Muhammad or the Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, and he has started a new dynasty by the name Tughlaq dynasty. But before going to know the Tughlaq dynasty, we have to see what kind of administrative achievements, what type of military reforms, what type of market reforms made by the Alauddin Khilji or the Khilji dynasty. That we are going to see in the next point. So, next point we are going to see the administrative reforms related to the Khilji dynasty or Alauddin Khilji. So, Alauddin Khilji implemented the various types of administrative systems. He has changed the administrative system as earlier in the Ghulam dynasty. He abolished the religious endowments. Religious endowments were abolished. There is no religious system was followed in the Alauddin Khilji's period. And he started inams, giving the gifts and the subsidies toward the farmers. An efficient intelligence network was established by him. He prohibited the alcohol. He supported to prohibited the alcohol, drugs, and the dice games. So these are some games played in this period. That is the dice game was played, and that dice game was closed. This alcohol was closed. These drugs were closed in the period of Alauddin Khilji of the Khilji dynasty. Again, he was banished the association of formation among his Sardars. You know, the groupism was developing in the Sardars. That group system was also abolished. That was banned in the period of this Alauddin Khilji. There is no associations were developing in this period, and there is socialization with the general public and the marriages among elite classes of people. So there was no system of religious marriages. There the common person can marry to any woman or a man. So that type of system was followed by the Alauddin Khilji in his court. Now, common people are getting benefit from this. During this time, the farmers with the minor landholdings, they are getting the landholdings, and also the big landlords who are controlling the lands also had to pay the taxes. Not so earlier we are going to see at the time of Iltutmish, Balban, this period the only farmers were paying. The farmers were paying the taxes, but this time these landlords also had to pay the taxes towards the government. So who is government now? This Khilji dynasty. So that time a new system was started. Both the farmers and the landlord has to pay the taxes towards the government. This was established in the Alauddin period of the Khilji dynasty. That time he was appointed some officers for the collection of the taxes, that they can collect the fixed taxes from the farmers, because they should not go the corruption in the collection of the taxes. So after the administrative reforms, we are going to see the next reforms were made in his time, that is the military reform. They have also changed the military changes to get the more attached toward the conquering of different places, and due to the changes made by him, he conquered the many places from northwestern part to the eastern part and toward the southern part of India. Now, the task of recruiting the army, and giving the training toward the soldiers was the important point supplied in the arms of the